I am thrilled to have the opportunity to tell this audience about the work of New York City Economic Development Corporation, and specifically our initiative to grow the life sciences industry here in New York City, LifeSci NYC. I recognize some people may not be familiar with New York City Economic Development Corporation, or EDC. It's a bit of a mouthful. But we are New York City's economic development agency, which means that we are responsible for making New York City's economy stronger and more diverse. And we do that in part by investing in emerging and innovative industries like the life sciences. And so that's exactly what LifeSci NYC is all about. The other thing which I'm going to come back to later is we also manage much of New York City's real estate assets. So that includes, for instance, a lot of the waterfront New York City is owned by the city, and we manage quite a bit of that. So again, I'll come back to why that's important in a little bit. So how do we build an industry like life sciences in New York City? Well, we need four key ingredients to do so. We need talent, which New York City really has in abundance. We have the most graduates in biology and the life sciences of any metro in the United States. So one thing where we're trying to do better is making sure that the talent pipeline into the life sciences industry really reflects the diversity of the population here in New York City. We need innovation. We need great ideas. I think that's another thing, as Stan was mentioning, we have incredible science happening in New York City. We have a lot of incredible innovation here. And where, I think EDC and many others in the ecosystem, including HITLAB, are trying to play a role is making sure that that innovation does not fall into that valley of death, and that it actually gets translated into products and companies and gets into the hands of people. We need funding, right? So you have the people to do the work, you have the great idea, and now you need the means actually to bring that forward. So there's a lot that we at EDC do. We do some direct funding, but we also advocate for funding of the life sciences. So for instance, we advocated for reinstating New York City's biotechnology tax credit, which was reinstated. We advocated for the SBIR STTR matching program in New York State, which was just announced and was very popular, and so kind of got maxed out immediately. So those are some things we do around funding. And then finally, you need actually a place to do the work. And this was really the first place that we started as an initiative, because we had all these great ideas, people that wanted to start companies coming out of institutions. They really didn't have the laboratory space, the commercial laboratory space to go to. So that's something where EDC has invested a lot, and we've seen a lot of success. So just a couple other facts about New York City and why it's so great here. We are #1 for most patents granted. We are #1 for most life sciences degrees granted. We are #1 in NIH funding in the US of any metro area. We have over 100 research foundations, 9 academic medical centers, maybe more depending on how you're counting, 500,000 healthcare workers, 40,000 people skilled in AI. And between our initiative and New York State's life science initiative, over $1.7 billion in government support, local government support for the life sciences industry. And we've also seen a huge increase in the amount of VC funding going to life sciences in New York State over the last several years. So just to say a little bit more about LifeSci NYC so that you really understand what this initiative is, this is a mayoral initiative that was started in 2016 with $500 million, and that was doubled to $1 billion in 2021. And we operate at New York City Economic Development Corporation. That's where the initiative lives. And we're supported by 2 incredible advisory bodies. One is the LifeSci NYC Advisory Council. That's made up of some of our industry's leaders, including Claire Pomeroy is one of our co-chairs. She's the president and CEO of the Lasker Foundation. If you don't know Lasker Foundation, they do the Lasker Awards. About half of people that win Lasker Awards win Nobel Prizes. And Harold Varmus is our other co-chair, Nobel Prize winner himself, former NIH director. And then we also have this advisory board that's focused on real estate, given how important that is to our work and, EDC's ability to work in that space. And here is our vision. We want New York City to really emerge as a leader in the life sciences and draw on our strength in science and research, as well as our diversity here in the city. And so how are we doing that? The goals that we're setting for ourselves have to do with unlocking commercial life sciences space, increasing the number of R&D life sciences companies here in New York City, and creating 40,000 jobs. And we're doing great on all of these counts. So we've seen a threefold expansion in the amount of commercial life sciences space, almost fourfold. And we have visibility into about 7 million square feet of space in the next several years. Huge increase in the number of R&D life sciences companies in New York City, and also tremendous growth in employment in the life sciences in New York City since our initiative began. And this map showing the clusters of life sciences spaces in New York City, I think is kind of a testament to what's happened. I think if I showed you the map from 2016, there wouldn't be too many dots on it. But you can see we now have clusters of activity in many different neighborhoods, everywhere from West Harlem, where you have, the ASRC, you have Columbia. So that's, this presence of CUNY and Columbia, has created this incredible sort of innovation. So the Harlem Biospace there, and that's, expanding in the fall. You've got these commercial life sciences spaces from Janus. We've got the West Side, some commercial spaces there, Indy Bio Incubator, Hudson Square with Biolabs and J Labs, Long Island City, with InnoLabs, and then you have Kips Bay, which was really the first place that New York City really started to invest in the life sciences with the Alexandria Center for Life Sciences. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about Kips Bay because we have this really exciting redevelopment that we're embarking on. It's currently the CUNY Brookdale campus, and it's really being re-envisioned. This entire city block is going to be redeveloped as this incredible educational and scientific campus. There will be a campus for 3 different CUNY colleges for their health and life sciences related programs. There's going to be a high school that's focused on health and life sciences, H&H facilities, the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner, and then up to 1 million square feet of commercial life sciences space on this city block in Kips Bay. And I wanted to make everyone aware that we do have an open procurement right now. We are seeking an anchor tenant for the commercial life sciences tower. And this could be a for-profit or a nonprofit entity, but we're just looking for an entity that wants to do cutting edge life sciences in this space. And there is up to $100 million in city capital support for this tenant. So encourage you to use the QR code there and learn more about this really amazing redevelopment that's happening, and spread the word. So just to kind of, as I start to close out here, I want to share some of the great incentives and programs that are available to companies in emerging tech in New York City and New York State. We have several incubators and accelerators that serve life sciences companies here in New York City. We have an expansion fund for life sciences companies that are looking to grow out of the incubator and get into their own space, and want to do that in New York City. I mentioned that we've reinstated the New York City biotech tax credit. New York State also has an R&D tax credit and the incredible Excelsior Jobs program, which offers a lot of additional credits. Startup New York is an incredible program. I encourage you to look into this. Your employers will not pay state or local income tax if you are part of Startup New York. So it's a really great benefit. Many of the incubators are part of that. I mentioned the SBIR STTR matching program, which is new this year, and we'll re-up next year for new applications. And then we have our incredible life sciences internship program. We also have a cyber internship program. But in this program, we've been running the Life Sci program for 7 years now. It's a really incredible program, very competitive for the students. So, we've had over 3,000 applications for 200 spots this year. We're always looking to increase the number of placements. New York City, we subsidize most of the wages for those interns. They can be undergraduate students, graduate students, even postdocs we have in this program. So really talented group of students. If you're looking for entry-level talent, I really encourage you to look into our internship program. We make it really simple and easy to participate in this. And finally, I'll just say, please go to our website, use our QR code to sign up for our newsletter, reach out if you want to be in touch. We're really here to help you succeed in New York City. So with that, I will just once again thank the whole team at HITLAB.